Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. Alina Habba.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, whining as usual.
Then you layer that with a judge who has clear ambitions and political motivations. He's threatening to throw a former president, and as he acknowledged, most importantly today in the courtroom while I was there, this is probably going to be the future president. And for somebody who's left wing to say that was shocking.
He didn't say he was probably going to be
No, he did not say that.
He said it's the last thing I want to do is put you in jail as the former president and possibly just acknowledging he's a candidate.
Right.
Oh my God, she just can't.
She's
they
a
can't
liar.
stop themselves
That's
from
terrible.
lying. She was on Hannity.
And he recognized it and then threatened to put him in jail for speaking.
Oh,
he
God.
didn't even speak, frankly, Sean. He reposted things that other people said.
So clever.
And that in itself, he called contempt. We are looking at a serious dual system of justice. We are in a state of crisis
Yes,
when it comes to our
that's true.
judicial system.
That's true.
This is election
That's
interference
true.
so that
That's
he
true.
cannot campaign because Biden cannot win if he doesn't hold him in court.
It's all projection. This
It's all
case is
projection.
about election interference. He interfered.
Exactly.
It's like holding him to account is an election interference.
Trying to kill stories that would have made it harder for him to be elected. He was, election interference. That's what it's not about the hush money that he paid a porn star. It's about trying to affect an election.
Yeah, exactly. One last one. Yeah.
Trump legal spokesperson Alina Habba. She was in the courtroom today. Sounds like the judge is serious, Alina, and it sounds like the double standard has gotten worse.
It has, Sean. There's no other way of saying it. We've seen it time and time again, as you're seeing with the comments that you made. We've got witnesses that are allowed to talk and go on MSNBC or MSDNC, as my client likes to call it, CNN, and talk about my client, talk about this case. But for some reason, he can't talk. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my God.
He's a suspect in a trial.
We should do some quick research. How many people that have violated a gag order once, let alone at least 10 times, have remained unjailed? Probably nobody in the history
And
of
that
our
she's
judiciary.
correct. It is a
double
different
standard.
tiered it is a different system of tiered judgment for Trump. He gets to do anything he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
God, again, there's relatives, there's family, there's children that are watching these horrible dregs of society. Dick Tracy, gross, prosthetic Batman villains just come out of the woodwork. Is this you? Have you ever seen a movie about bad guys? You're a bad guy. Why do you want to be a bad guy?
They do look like, starting with him, they do look like Dick Tracy. Cartoon villains. You got puppy killers and rapists.
Bring me McDonald's. I want them dead. I want them all dead.
Two-Face.
Carlos, we live in the weirdest timeline. This is the part of the story. The presidential candidate has faced previously undisclosed health issues, including a parasite that he says ate part of his brain.
Explains a lot.
Zombies have entered the
It explains
news
a lot.
cycle.
It explains a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Ate the part of his brain where he could deduce logic.
Yes, exactly. All right. Still, is Carlos Alzraqui, I quote all the time, saying, how are you going to stop rich ladies from getting abortions? Senator Mark Kelly talking about Arizona.
Women in Arizona have been through a really tough time. And it all goes back to Donald Trump's election and what he said he wants to do to Roe v. Wade. He recently said he broke it. This is all on him. That women in the state of Arizona don't have the rights that they previously had. Women cannot get the health care they need in this state right now.
Yeah. He went on to say.
We have an opportunity in November to sort of fix this at the state level with a ballot initiative. What we really need is national legislation to codify a women's rights to make these decisions. And that's only going to happen and get signed into law if Joe Biden is reelected president.
Would you support getting rid of the filibuster in order to support abortion rights to codify Roe v. Wade into law?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Yes.
and when we were looking at voting rights legislation, I voted for that as well. I spent 15 years at NASA flying the space shuttle. If NASA had the rules of the United States Senate, the rocket ship would never leave the launch pad. So at times, at the appropriate time, I think this is one of them, I would consider, changing those rules to make sure that women can get the health care they need.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about something that just happened here in Arizona. The Attorney General just indicted 18 people for their role in a fake elector scheme. And this week, former President Trump yet again said he would not commit to the results, accepting the results of the 2024 election. How concerned are you that there will be another attempt to overturn the results here in Arizona if Donald Trump doesn't win this state?
Oh, very concerned. We have Kerry Lake on the ballot in the Senate race, who is also talking about how, the 2020 election was stolen here from Donald Trump. Clearly wasn't.
As Hakeem Jeffries just said, Carlos, everything's on the ballot. If Roe can fall, everything can fall. Not just women's rights, voting rights.
Marriage equality.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and so while you're focused on Biden's imperfections, lest you forget what evil awaits if you don't vote for the best statistical chance to stop said evil that we just spoke about. Is that what you want?
Yeah. And by the way, that is a big effing deal, as someone would say, that he is saying, yes, I will support changing the filibuster. We got to alpha liberal our asses off when we take the House and Senate back and keep the White House.
That's always been the argument. Oh, the Democrats had a chance to codify Roe v. Wade. And I don't think they ever did. They didn't have the majority.
Yeah. By the way, so we played Mike Johnson saying Trump is innocent of everything and all of these charges should be dismissed. I swear I realized what that was about. Trump has reportedly personally intervened to get Marjorie Taylor Greene to drop her crusade against Mike Johnson. That's what that was about him saying what Donald Trump wants him to say. Despite pressure from Trump, however, Greene is not committed to drop her motion. No, don't. Fight, 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 big bag of rats. You're all equally awful. Continue your little crusade.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just
go ahead.
Somewhere Jesus and these evangelical Christians and Johnson and Trump. Jesus is like in Aramaic. Why?
Paul in Seattle, real quick. You're on with Carlos. Hey, Paul.
When your phone receives a text message, it does a ding sound. When Mike Johnson's phone receives a porn alert from his son, it does a triple dip song.
Oh, you're
just a scamp. You're just a listener scamp. Paul Louise, Seattle. Carlos, Chris watched the documentary again called
I Know That Voice. Yeah,
I Know That Voice.
documentary. You can check that out. Check out Rock, Paper, Scissors on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
And come visit me. I'm going to go to some cons this year. It's on my Instagram. Find out where I'll be this year.
Sweet.
Wow. Some cons as in like Comic Con, not like
No, it's in
neocons.
Republicans.
Yeah.
I'm going to con you out of money. I'm selling Bibles. They're beautiful Bibles. They're round Bibles. A lot of Bibles are square and rectangular. I'm selling a round Bible. It's beautiful. It's a Lazy Susan, and you can learn all about God.